A man. A man shares criticism or his preference. How dare he? He's a misogynist. A man expresses frustration. That's incel. He's insecure. A man expresses anger. He's fragile. He's abusive. He's aggressive. A man expresses sadness. He's weak. A man shares emotions other than happiness. That's emotional labor. A man shares no emotions at all. That's toxic masculinity. There is no winning as a man.
Thank you, my brethren from Royalty Kings. Yes, thank you for that summary for what is going on within the manosphere. You know, a lot of things has been going on. Men who are promoting other men to become high-valued men, they are rather cancelled or mysteriously dead. Or the practicing of being a high-valued man is being considered toxic masculinity. Or if you want to attract a high-valued woman, or if you have a preference of what kind of woman do you want in your life, that's being called misogyny. Wow, you see this whole confusion that's going on around the world, and also this confusion is being made by these so-called feminists. And these so-called feminists are deteriorating. The real feminists out there, the real feminists like those ones who are fighting for equal rights in Iran. And also the true misogyny are now being masked, and they have nothing to say. They're just sitting down, drinking champagne and like, well, at least I'm not the only one. But those ones who are being called misogynists, they're not even misogynists. My gosh. Whew. Yeah, it's frustrating right now. You cannot even go out the house. If you just open a door to a lady who's just going, that's going to be considered. That's being considered that you're undermining a woman or what kind of a person they are. What? And then after that, I'm going to be called misogynist. What the heck? I mean, that's crazy. We just do not know. We don't know what makes a man anymore. We are so afraid to be called a misogynist, or we're afraid of practicing toxic masculinity. Because everybody, look, all men, we love women. You know, we do love women. But the way that we love women now is going to be considered again misogyny or toxic masculinity. But I'm here to say that, listen, men, let's keep on fighting this energy that has been going on of fake femininity. All right, let's fight this thing. Let us defend on what makes a real man, what makes a high-valued man. Because this words of misogyny and toxic masculinity is not going to affect what really makes a man. Those fake feminists, they're going to be asking themselves, why are they still single? Now, men, fellow Fantastican men and women, let us fight this fake femininity around the world. Yes, it could get you risk of, yes, it will increase the risk of you being cancelled, but at least you told the truth out there, because it's better to tell the truth than allowing these fake feminists profiting and also fighting and also implementing this misogynist culture upon everybody. All right, there are good women who see that this fake femininity is wrong. Most of them, they are in hiding. They are afraid to be cancelled, but most of them, they are on the internet and they are fighting this fake femininity, and they are influencing not only women but also men to be high-valued men. And I'm going to name a few. I'm going to name a few women, good women so far. I know that there are a lot of women. I know there are a lot of good women who see this fake femininity and they want it out, and they want men, to be high-valued men. Those ones who have great character, those ones who are providers, those ones who are going to do whatever it takes to the one they love, and they're going to protect the ones they love. The women that I'm naming are the following: Candace Owens.
Man doesn't want a girl that's just going to be naked all the time and put herself out there available for every man to see. You know, that I don't have to be a man to know that that's not what men want, right? If you think that that's freedom, the idea that you have to wear less, and the idea that you have to get naked to be heard, you really think that's a form of freedom? Because that's slavery, that's bondage. I didn't have to take off my clothes to be heard in society. And these women will realize that when you follow these people that are self-imposed feminists. I'm a feminist. I do this. I'm a feminist. You hear that word over and over and over again. You'll find that the majority of them are miserable. Look at their lives and ask yourself a question. Do you think they are happy? Do you feel good when you do what they do? Right? When you're constantly looking for a dopamine hit from social media because you took your clothes off and you want somebody in your comments, a thirst trap with your ass out, right? And you want someone in your comments going, "Oh, you slay, bae. You slayed the day, bae." Hashtag Tuesdays, am I right?
Brett Cooper.
Can we get over this whole I hate men thing? It is so outdated. Like, that is so 10 years ago. I'm tired of it. It does nothing. Somebody said, "I'm a man and I'm amazed." No, you're a man and you want to get laid. That's why you're commenting it. Sorry. Somebody else said, "It took me effort to gain what was their birthright." Wow, I'm sorry. It takes effort for every single person in this life. Men didn't just come out of the womb and suddenly get a high-paying job and all of these rights, whatever. No. Like, we all have to work for things. Like, we are not unequal. It is 2022. Get over yourself.
Roma Army. I know that's not her real name, but the woman who is within the channel or the TikTok username Roma Army, also her.
Math just isn't mathing here. So you want men to have a job that makes a lot of money. You want them to maintain a good credit score. You want them to be able to fund your life, your schooling, your hobbies. You want to be able to stay home with the kids. Basically, you expect a man to go to work 5 days out of the week, 9 to 5, to work his ass off, blood, sweat, and tears alone in his car that he'll never tell you about. You want him to do all that. But yet men aren't even allowed to ask you what you bring to the table? What's happening here? Because I'm getting concerned. Is this on purpose? Somebody explain it to me, because by the sounds of it, y'all deserve no dick.
Layla Hilpern.
I personally really value traditional gender roles. I think the most beautiful thing a woman can do is be a wife and raise children and nurture them. And I love a man to be strong. I want him to protect and provide, because that allows me as a woman to get into my feminine energy, which I believe is where women are most happiest. When women feel safe, we feel protected. Be feminine and be happy and be sweet. And for some reason, those at the top, the elites, whatever you want to call them, are trying to switch this all around. And what happens is men and women start to reject each other. We don't like each other. I don't want a weak man, and a man doesn't want a masculine woman, and so we don't get together, and then there's no children. It leads society down a very dangerous and dark and also a very lonely path.
Misha Petrov.
What advice would you give to people who struggle to speak up against the current echo chamber? Take baby steps. And for me, I naturally view it as a challenge, like the haters as a challenge. And I know that not everyone is like that. A lot of people do get affected by it. So if you're that kind of person, again, I would say take baby steps, work your way up, try to voice your opinion when you can, and, learn how to take criticism, because that's what comes with expressing your views.
And also Olivia Alexa.
You have to teach people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And if you're treating yourself and portraying yourself like a hoe, you will be treated accordingly by the same men you claim you don't need. It's not rocket science. It's common sense that's not so common.
Those are the 6 women, and I believe that there are more of them who want men, to be high-valued men, And I know there are others out there, but these ones also, they just deserve a shout-out, because they help me to get out of this confusion of what makes a man. And fellow Fantasticans, male and female, I encourage everybody, let's fight this fake, toxic femininity. Those women who are trying to profit, who are promoting misogynist culture, and let's support the true feminists. The true feminists, the example that I could give is the one who are in Iran, who are fighting for equal rights. All right, let's support the true feminists. Let's help everybody to become the best man and the best women, and let's promote to become a high-valued individual. Let's do this, and let's fight this. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being fantastic. Have a fantastic day, as always, and see you at the next one.
Do you believe there is a gender war?
A gender war? Absolutely. Feminism is killing this country.
Can you be more specific?
Feminism has taught us to hate men and to fear men because capital profits off of my fear as a woman. If I'm afraid of men, they can make a profit off of that. There's a gender war because men are the underdogs right now. Men are the ones being told you're feared, you're wrong, everything you do is wrong, go make money, don't show emotion, be. Women are making a rise to the top. We've over-feminized so much and included women so much, which is great, but we don't have to tear men down to include women.
And I'm feeling good.